Why seek citizenship? Why give up your, I mean, this is sort of how a lot of people over here have reacted. Like, why is she seeking Russian citizenship and why is she bashing the United States on a Russian stage?
Well, first of all, I've been saying the same thing about, I'm not bashing the United States. I love my country. I don't like the elites and the corruption that's running it. I don't like the military industrial complex that has hijacked it. We're spending $1 trillion next year on defense alone while our infrastructure is falling down.
But there's a difference, Tara, between saying that from California or Seattle and saying that from Moscow. It has a
but
different
I've been saying the same thing.
I know, but when you're on Russian soil asking for Russian citizenship and you start bashing the United States as a current American, people get rather upset and see you as a traitor.
I'm not a traitor. And I want to remind everyone, too, that, that would think of me as a traitor, that I worked as a Democratic, aide, like on congressional races. I worked for Leon Panetta. I worked for Joe Biden. I worked in public service. I helped people in social services that needed help. I testified in legislatures to try to make laws better. In Washington State, I did a lot of pro bono public service work. And then when I needed help, when I came forward about Joe Biden, look how I was treated, Megyn. My country betrayed me. I haven't betrayed my country.
And
that's how I feel.
Criticize
and
this
I
government.
feel, and it's not even the country itself. It's the elites. And I know who it is because the people of the United States are good people. And most people do not want to be close to World War III. Biden is, and I said in 2019 that if Joe Biden became president, he would take us to war with Russia. And here we are. And I got a lot of flack for saying that, but here we are. We're in the most dangerous moment in history. And while my case is important to me, and it's important, I think one of the most important conversations we all need to be having is why aren't our leaders using diplomacy? Why do you have Lindsey Graham?
Okay, I get it. But we're rounding back to a policy debate that is for another day. I understand it's important to you and it's important to the country. But
it is.
Again, why seek citizenship in Russia?
Why not? I mean, why can't I be free to seek citizenship, dual citizenship wherever I want? Like people have European passports and they have American passports. Why not? I'm doing a book thing here. I also got another book that's coming out in September, a manuscript that got approved. So I needed to do research here, and I wanted to go back and forth, and I wanted the benefit.
You can go back and forth as an American. I've been to Russia a couple times over the past 5 years. You can go back and forth as an American.
You can go back and forth, but I wanted to explore doing both. And I think there's nothing wrong with that. I think there's nothing wrong with it.
It doesn't sound right. I got red flags all over it when you say that. There's got to be a reason, Tara. What is the reason?
The reason is that I personally find this country beautiful. And for the first time, I felt safe and I felt free. And I wasn't feeling that in the United States. And I think that the geopolitical world is changing. I think that it is becoming a multipolar world. I think that the East is becoming strong and economically, I think there's opportunities. So I wanted to have the experience of having both places. And there's nothing wrong with that. But also,
how are you going to live? How are you going to support yourself?
Well, I'm a writer. So, I just got the book approved and I'll do other writing jobs and work, in that realm. But I hope. And I already have offers to do that. And, I'm going to pursue those offers to write and to, as I said, I have a manuscript that's due in September. So I have that project that I'm working on. And I think—
Do you speak Russian?
I do not speak Russian.
But this is going to be a problem. This plan has got some holes in it.
Yeah. And I have plans to have tutors and to learn. And they have classes here, just like they do in America. And of course, I even have an app, and I've been learning. Like I can say, privet, and I can say a couple words.
Spasiba.
Spasiba. Yeah. But I just don't buy into the Russophobia. It's like if I decided to make a second home in Italy, which a lot of people are doing. Actually, they're retiring in Italy or Mexico or other countries that maybe have a better cost of living. No one questions that. Why question Russia?
I understand. And listen, you said this to me back when we interviewed 3 years ago, that you didn't like the Russophobia. And look, having been there, having been to St. Petersburg, having been to Moscow, it is a spectacular. It's absolutely beautiful there. The people are lovely. Mm-hmm. I know that they get demonized because of the Russian politics and the Russian behavior. That you have to be able to separate the two, the people of Russia from the politics of Russia, same as we hope they do for us. So I don't mean to.
Yeah.
The food, is that what you said?
The food is really good. And you know what's remarkable about the food is it really shocked me because no one really talks about this, but it tastes like it does. Food tasted like when I was a kid. And I was like, what is that? So I asked around, and what it is they don't allow GMOs. They don't allow hormones. They don't allow any of that, Monsanto, anything, those
that's
products.
lovely,
so
but they also don't allow gays. So it's like, it's a trade